What's up YouTube, Webbers5 here. So following my Pendulum Guardragon deck profile, this is my quick guide of Pendulum Guardragon combos. So I've got 3 main combos for you guys, and then I'll do one of a random hand. So for this first combo, this is based off the Amorphages that I'm playing in my deck. So for this combo to work, all you need in your extra deck is one Electromite, Guardragon LP, and Zephyr Metaltron. Like, you can choose any. Metaltron's the ideal one because it's got enough zones that you can, because of LP's effect stating that you need 2 link monsters to point to the zone that you want, and so Metaltron's the only one that can easily sort that out. And this is the best way of doing it with minimum cards. And so for this combo to work, all you need is Dragon Shrine or Foolish Burial, just mean aka a method of sending Darkworm from deck to grave. You need a high scale, in this case I've chosen Harmonizing Magician just as a random example, and just any way of getting another Pendulum monster out in the field, either by normal summon or special summon, so in this case I've chosen Chronograph. The other 2 cards are completely irrelevant for this combo. Okay, so for this combo to work, naturally the first thing you're going to do is you're going to activate your Shrine, send your Darkworm. Just quickly noting, guys, I have just stacked my deck slightly to show the cards that are necessary for the combo, because as I said, the other cards in your hand or what you draw from the Electromite are completely irrelevant in this situation. So we're just going to go. So step 1, you just go Shrine the Darkworm, then naturally Darkworm's effect, special summon itself, Darkworm effect to search your gate 0, then in this case Chronograph's effect, destroy itself to summon Time Gazer from the deck, then from there link those 2 into your Electromite. Then Electromite's effect to... Now for Electromite, the card you're going to add into your extra deck is your Amorphage Lechery. So we're going to add that into our extra deck. Next we're going to activate Harmonizing and activate Gate 0. So we've got our loads high scale. Now instead of using Electromite's effect now, what we're going to actually do next is you're going to Pendulum summon 2 monsters out. So you're going to put your Darkworm and, sure, let's just pick Chronograph for whatever purpose. It doesn't really matter which of the other monsters you bring back. Just naturally don't bring back the Lechery. Don't do it. That will screw the combo. That messes completely with the combo. Okay, so from there. Now, as most of you would probably guess, because Guardragon's state of positions, it is. You might be thinking, is it crucial that I put it in this specific order? In this situation, because you're about to summon Metaltron, no, it's not. But that is something for you guys to keep in mind when you're doing Guardragon plays. Keep in mind in your positions. So from there, what you're going to do next is use Chronograph and Electromite that will both summon from the extra deck. Let's go into your Metaltron. Nope, that's wrong. My bad, guys. Okay, so what you want to do. So from there, before you do that, my bad, you're going to use Electromite's effect, target gate 0, pop it, or you can pop Harmonizing. I'd probably keep the Harmonizing, and then you're going to ag back your Lechery, and then Electromite's effect, you get a draw, and so then you could scale Lechery now, but I'd probably just wait until the last bit. So next you're going to use your Chronograph and Electromite that was summoned from the extra deck, as I said, to make into Metaltron. Oh no, wait, my bad. That's the card I'm going to summon, so yeah, the draw is there. So, and then you're going to use Darkworm then you're going to link off the Darkworm into your Guardragon LP. In this situation, you either want to place it here or here to ensure that it still points to another one of Metaltron's links. Then you activate LP's effect to special summon a dragon from your main deck to a zone 2 link monsters point to. So you're going to summon Sloth. Then activate Amorphage Lechery, and from that, and then your end board consists of an Amorphage Sloth that prevents your opponent from prevents either player from summoning from the extra deck, and an Amorphage Lechery that prevents either player from activating spell cards or the effects of spell cards, except for Amorphage spell cards. So essentially, yeah, your opponent's got no extra deck and no spells, and you do that in 3 cards. Going first, so that's pretty good. Furthermore, there is also a way to extend on this combo. But to do, and I'll just quickly show you guys a small, slight extension on this combo. Evolving. If you were to say also have a harmonizing in your hand, then before you make it, then still do your standard, but also Pendulum harmonizing, and then summon any level 4 from the deck. Another interesting thing you can do in variation of this combo. So yes, still do that order of Anamorphage tree. So if you have harmonizing in your hand as well, just Pendulum summon harmonizing as well. Then use harmonizing's effect, drop one from the deck. It's there. Then naturally do the Electromite. Pop, add back the Lechery, whatever, doesn't really win, then get the draw. And then, so a different thing you can do in this situation is link those two off into Messeltron. Then you want to overlay those two. And I'm not actually playing this as what in my build, but it's something you can do. Overlay into Baguska. Then you still do your Guardragon thing of Darkworm, make it to LP. Then LP's effect, because LP is unaffected by Baguska because it's a Link, so Links can't be in defense. Then you special summon Sloth from your main deck, activate Lechery, and then from that combo, with the addition of Harmonizing Magician, your opponent cannot extra deck, they can't activate spells, and they can't use monster effects either, so so yeah, going first, you're in a very good position. And if you guys are thinking, well, what am I going to do next turn when I come back around to it? So so if you've got the Baguska board, or you've just, with or without Baguska, you've got Lechery. So what you can do in your turn is, when it comes to your turn, you've got the option of Lechery's got a maintenance cost that you have to tribute a monster or let it be destroyed. So what you could do is so in that situation, you could tribute the Sloth to save your Lechery, and then you're free to use spells, but naturally base it on what deck you're playing against. And if, as I said, you extend with, say, the Baguska combo, you could always, depending on how you choose to do your chain link, you can either detach one to, say, the Baguska, or you can just go, say, Lechery, tribute the Baguska to keep it there. My probable recommendation would be maybe tribute the Sloth to save the Lechery if you want to. Detach one for the Baguska in your turn. Switch that. And then you've still got the option to drop another dragon from your deck. And then you've still got the option to... And then if you say tributed that, you've still got the option of LP now to once again drop another dragon from your main deck, which is pretty nice. So yeah, that's the basics of the first combo. So the basic end... So, as I explained, the basic end board is Sloth and Lechery, so no extra spells. If you've got Harmonizing and you want to play Baguska, you can make Baguska as well to turn off monster effects as well, but that's good. Well, and keep in mind, guys, again, you did that with 3 cards, so naturally you've still got 2 other cards in your hand of other stuff that you can do with. Okay. Okay, so the second combo is based off how you use the Argapane Guardragon to make a really good first turn end board. So for this one you need, once again, a way to start off with Darkworm, so in this case I picked to pick. So to show a really good board, I've also added in World Legacy Guardragon to show you how you can utilize Guardragon Justica. So for this combo you need Dragon Shrine, World Legacy Guardragon, Orlai's Persona Dragon, and then two magician scales, including Wisdom Eye, and preferably Harmonizing Magician. So for this combo, you start by going Dragon Shrine, and then through the Dragon Shrine, you'll mill your Guardragon Justica. Because it's a normal monster, Dragon Shrine lets you send another monster from your deck to your grave. So you'll also be sending Darkworm. This is also a decent combo idea if if you don't want to choose to play the Amorphage build, which is respectable, despite the fact the Amorphage is a very good build for going first. This is just a nice option of something you can do in general if you don't want to play. So after that, then we're going to go Dark Worm. And Dark Worm's effect, we'll grab 0. I'm not going to waste my time shuffling in this. So from there, what you want? So from what you want to do next is do. So next we want to do our probably. What I want to do next is set my scales. Use Wisdom's effect, destroy himself to grab out Oath Dragon. Then Oath Dragon's effect will recur the Wisdom back to our hand. Then normal summon Wisdom, link off into the Electron. And then from there, we'll use Electromite. Then from there, we'll use Electromite's effect to add in. Once I locate it, another harmonizing magician. Okay, so I say that needs to be harmonizing magician. In actuality, it just needs to be like a high scale. Why am I wasting my time shuffling? Right, because I'm actually going to get a draw next, so now it actually makes sense of what I draw. Okay. So from there, we'll then use Effective Electromite, targeting Oath Dragon, destroying the Oath Dragon to add back the Harmonizing. Then Electromite's effect lets us draw one card. Okay, that's the Law of Darkness. I could attempt with that, but I'm not going to. Just going to go with the basic combo. So next you activate your gate. Next we activate our gate 0. From there, we're going to Pendulum summon out 4. We're going to Pendulum summon out 4 monsters. So from the extra deck, we're going to bring back the Oath Dragon and Dark Worm. I said last time how I said it's in the last combo. I did explain how it's semi-crucial of where you put them. This time it's very crucial. You always want to make sure that whether you choose to put your Electromite there or there, it's important that the Dark Worm is in the right arrow of Electromite. And then also going to be summoning out Harmonizing Magician and Odd Eyes Persona Dragon. Then we're going to use the effect of Harmonizing Magician to drop one from the deck. In this case, it doesn't really matter which one we summon from the deck, so we're just going to drop Black Fang because it's the first one that I found. Next from there, we're going to link off Dark Worm to make Guardragon LP. Next, we'll link off the Black Fang we'll link off Black Fang and Electromite to go into Triple Burst Dragon, because as LP's effect is still live, we are locked into summoning dragons. And Triple Burst is just a nice, easy link 3 dragon that points down. So from there, we're going to use the effect of LP to special summon a dragon from our deck. And the dragon of choice is going to be our second Odd Eyes Persona Dragon. Then next we're going to activate the effect of our Persona Dragon, targeting Guardragon LP and negating its effects. That's pretty crucial, which is crucial that you do that. It's crucial that you use this one to negate LP. So then from there, and I've just realised I've partially gone wrong in this combo. You do need another monster, but you... Okay, so actually in this combo I've realised I don't need to summon a monster of Harmonizing Magician. I'm just going to use the Harmonizing Magician to make the Triple Burst. And Black Fang can stay over there, because it's partially messing with my space because I've used mine. So from there we're going to use the 2 dragon monsters, Persona and Triple Burst. Guys, I apologise, it's been a while since I've done some practice with this deck because I've been so busy. Use our 2 dragon monsters to make Arga Pain. We're then going to activate Argopane's effect to special summon a dragon from our extra deck to a zone 2 or more link monsters point to. So in this case, that's here. And so the ideal ones for so if you're going first, the ideal ones you want to go into are either Ultimate Abyss or Vortex, depending on your matchup. I generally like to go for Abyss first and then make Vortex later. I generally like to go for Abyss first, make Vortex later, because as I said, depending on if you're playing Absolute or not, you've still got that option of making Vortex. So for the moment, we're just going to go with the Archfiend Abyss. Okay. And then next, we're going to utilize our World Legacy Guardragon. And we're going to activate the effect of World Legacy Guardragon to special summon back Guardragon Juicetica from our graveyard. Next, we're going to use the effect of Odd Eyes Persona Dragon, targeting Guardragon Argopane and negating its effects. Now that both of our Guardragon's effects are negated, we're free to summon any kind of monster we want. So we're going to link off the LP and the Argopane and turn it into a Metaltron. Interestingly enough, guys, you could also use this combo to go into the Phantom Knights of Bardich because they're both darks, but again, that adds a bit of extra space, and that's completely dependent on you playing Persona Dragon to negate your monster's effects. And then from there, I've also got the effect of I can use the second effect of Guardragon to move something if I feel like it, but in this case, I don't need to. So what I'm going to do next is synchro with the Juicetica and the Oath Dragon to make our Borrowed Savage Dragon. And then through Savage Dragon's effect, we're going to equip Triple Burst in our graveyard since it's a link 3 to give it 3 borrow counters. And then from there, our infield has a Persona that can negate an extra deck monster, and a Savage Dragon that can negate any effect at all, and an Archfiend Abyss that can negate any effect on the field. And if, say, we had done the Law of Darkness to draw 2, banish time, draw 2, banish the Time Gazer. Okay. Not amazing, but still. So yeah, that's a pretty decent combo for going first. That's a pretty solid combo going first, of ending with at least 3 negates. Though, as I explained before, guys, if you were to say choose Metaltron, if you were to say have gone Metaltron and made Bardich instead, you'd then also be able to set a Fogblade to your field. I kind of chose against this because since I chose to play World Legacy Guardragon, it kind of compromises space, but it's still a nice option to avoid, something you can do. Okay guys, and for this third combo, this is showing you how Majestic Star Dragon works quite well in the build from what I found in terms of going second. So the only card you need for this one is Dragon Shrine. This is like the only main card you need, and then pretty much the other cards can be interchangeable. So but it's preferably that you've already got a set of Magician Scales that can set you up with Oath Dragon. So let's just pick our next 3 cards. I've already shuffled. Oh, that's good. Nice. Okay, that's just a really good. Okay, that's a really good hand for going second. Okay, so we'll start our turn off by going Shrine. And Shrine's going to sit. And because of the way I played my deck, I would send Justicar, then send Darkworm. Darkworm's effect. Then from there, Darkworm res itself. Darkworm effect searches gate 0. Then we could go Chronograph. Chronograph effect, turbo out the Time Gazer in our deck. There we're going to link up into Electromite, and Electromite's effect. Now because I'm basing it on the Majestic Star build, guys, the card you want to add is the Odd Eyes Persona Dragon. And so from there, let's scale our gate 0. Electromite's effect, pop itself, add back the Persona, Then Electromite's effect to draw 1. Oh wow, that's even better. Wow, just wow. Okay, so from there, in this case, let's just go double wisdom, destroy both. Oath and harmonizing, because why not? Okay, so technically speaking, that I could have added anything back. I just chose to add back the persona to save my time having to deal with the Earth Dragon. So from there, you can do Oak Dragon's effect to recur something. I'm going to add back a Wisdom Eye for no specific reason. Probably just to have a backup scale in case I need it. And then I'm going to Pendulum summon out. I'm going to Pendulum for. So I'm going to Pendulum out Dark One there. Persona over there, just so it's out of the way from where I'm going to be linking. There. Then probably. Then I'll probably throw in a Chronograph there. And a Jackal King. Chronograph there, Jackal King there. And sure, for the sake of it, we can just throw in the harmonizing there. For no specific. We can throw the harmonizing in there. Because this is another interesting thing. Just for another interesting thing we can do based on that. So next we're going to link to the LP, then Electromite and Harmonizing. We'll make it triple burst. Then we use LB's effect to drop a dragon from the deck. In this case, it really doesn't matter which dragon we go into. But for the sake of it, let's drop Persona. Let's just drop Persona anyway. Now as I showed in the previous combo video, you normally want to use Persona set to negate the event of LP so you can extend. That is one option of something you can do, but in this case we're not going to be doing that. So I'm going to link R2, and from there we'll link our 2 dragons into Argopane. Now from here, we could do Argopane's effect now to get our Majestic Star Dragon, but since we hit into a World Legacy Guardragon, I'm going to do first is activate its effect to bring back Justica, which also puts 2 spell counts on the Jackal King, so that's another negate for when we're going into our battle. I'm going to synchro with Chronograph and Justica to make Borrowed Savage Dragon. Savage Dragon's effect will then activate, equipping the triple burst to itself and gaining 3 Boral counters. What we will then want to do next is activate the effect of World Legacy Guardragon to take our Borrowed Savage that's over here, move them over there. And now we're going to use the effect of our Guardragon Argopane to summon our Majestic Star Dragon. And from that we've got 5 really good monsters, and we've got 2, 3, 4 negates from 4 solid negates for the battle phase. Now, this is pretty useful because you've now got the option of Majestic Star to wipe out your opponent's entire board, or you've got 2 monster negates and another optional negate of something. So then we'll go to our battle phase. Our monsters will attack for some pretty decent damage because everything's getting 300 from harmonizing. So we'll just go attack, blah blah. And then on the off chance that you didn't take your opponent down on the off chance you didn't take out your opponent that turn, you just go main phase. You go to your main phase 2, and pass to the end. You go to your main phase 2, pass to the end phase. At the end phase, Majestic Star Dragon's effect activates that would return itself to the extra deck. Remember this other persona that we had from earlier? You then, on Majestic Star Dragon's mandatory effect, you go Chain Persona Dragon, target Majestic Star Dragon, negate its effects until the end of the turn. So then, Chain Link 1, Star Dragon to return itself, its effects negated so it stays on the field, and then proceed to the direct end, and then at the end of the turn, its effects are restored, but since it's the proper end of the turn, it now passes to your opponent, and now you've got a Majestic Star Dragon that can negate something and destroy your opponent's entire field on their turn. So yeah, this was a pretty interesting combo that I found. Okay guys, so I hope you enjoyed those little combo videos. I know I did say I would do one with a random hand, but given the time of day I'm at, I'm kind of running out of a bit of time. And also I'm going to be doing casuals this evening, so I should hopefully be doing a lot of combo videos then, so hopefully you should see some other cool Guardragon combos. But I hope you guys thought that was insightful. Let me know what you think in the comments, in the description. And hopefully I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching.